How you guys doing out there? Welcome to episode 3 of the LA Charger Radio with Charger Dave podcast. I am your host, Charger Dave. And like I said, I wanted to put out a podcast today regarding the news of Marshawn Lynch going to the Oakland Raiders for 2 years. I believe that's what the deal was for, 2 years. Anyway, let's get right into it, guys. Not a big deal to me. Not a big. Marshawn Lynch. I mean, you're gonna give credit where credit is due. Is a great running back. You know, when he left, of course, in tip-top shape, and now he's coming back in what you would have to assume is also tip-top shape. Anything less would be surprising. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He comes back, great shape, and he's joining the Oakland Raiders, of course, our division rivals. And the question is the signing worthy of a crown? As in, you see all these people on social media already crowning the Raiders as the division champs of AFC West, which I just think is a load of crock. I'm sure you guys feel that way as well out there. But I'm going to talk a little bit about why I think that's the case and why I think that the LA Chargers are still going to be the division champs, even with Marshawn Lynch going to the Raiders. And it's really the elephant in the room that nobody is talking about, which I kind of want to talk about a little bit here in depth, and that is their horrendous defense. What is the end goal here? You gotta think about that. I mean, are they trying to be the Falcons of last year? Do you just want to be a high-powered offense with a really great running back and a really great wide receiver core and really great quarterback, all just so that at the end of the day you got nothing to show for it, like the Atlanta Falcons? I mean, is that what the end goal is for the Raiders? I don't understand. I understand the fact that Oakland, that is Marshawn Lynch's hometown. He wants to represent. I get all that. He wants to give the fans a last little hurrah before they up and leave to Las Vegas. I understand that. And I also understand the fact that, for ticket sales, which we're probably going to take a hit the next 2 years, that was also a good move. I understand that. And I'm not taking anything away from Beastmode. Not taking anything away from the guy. He's a great running back. When he left, and I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that when he comes back, he's still going to be a great running back. But I digress. I mean, it's not so much about Beast Mode when you think about it. It's not so much about Amari Cooper or Derek Carr or Michael Crabtree. It's not, or even, on the defensive side, you got one guy, Khalil Mack, that's just Pro Bowl caliber, linebacker. But I mean, it's like, is that it? I mean, it's like, look at our team. Look at the Chargers on defense. You're talking about Jason Verrett, Joey Bosa, Casey Hayward, Jatavius Brown, Melvin Ingram. Do I have to go on? That should be enough right there, guys. And then the fact that I believe that we are going to draft Malik Hooker just to round out the secondary there in the draft on tomorrow. And, you just we are the more stacked team. We are the team that, of course, we're underrated because of last year's record. I get all that, which is great. It's a great place to be. Because now, if you think about it, all of the pressure is on the Raiders, and they have to perform. The media, everybody's going to be looking at them, and it's, the attention is going to be off of us, yet we have the better team. So it's gonna be fun at the end of the year, guys, when they're talking to the Raiders in their locker room about, why didn't the signing of Beastmode transition into a division title or even a playoff spot for that matter. And they're gonna have to answer to the media with us sitting with the division crown and talk about whatever they want to talk about. Or if you're beast mode, you're probably not going to talk about anything. You're probably just going to sit there and mock the media like he always does and say he doesn't want to talk. So, I mean, let's look at their stats from last year, guys. And we're specifically we're focusing on defense here, because like I said, we already know that we're the more stacked offensive team. So we're just going to focus on the defense. If we just want to take a quick jab though and go down our offensive stars, if you will, for next year, you got the two Hall of Famers, Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates. You got Keenan Allen coming back. You have Tyrell Williams, who did amazing for us last year, and Travis Benjamin. And then you have a not rookie anymore, but a second-year player in Hunter Henry that's going to be lights out next year, guys. He had 8 touchdowns as a rookie, almost 500 yards. And then you have, of course, Melvin Gordon going to do his thing next year. And that's, the list goes on, guys. And we definitely have the better offense. No question about it. But, like I said, we're going to focus on the defense, the defensive stats and the numbers, because that's where I feel like the elephant in the room is. Let's look at our numbers from last year, the then San Diego Chargers numbers. They finished 20th in the league against the pass, but then you kind of have to remember that Jason Verrett got injured, right? And so we had some injuries last year, guys, and if even with the injuries that we had, to have to end up 20th against the pass wasn't actually that bad if you think about it. Of course, we're going to be a lot better than 20th this year. I'm predicting us to have a top 10 secondary this year, if not a top 5. And then when you look at the run game last year, we were 10th best in the league last year. And that's not to mention that all of our, rookies like Joey Bosa, Jatavius Brown, they're going to be a little bit more hungry this year, guys. And they're going to be in much better shape. So, we did what we did last year with our rookies and we finished 10th against the run. I can't wait until we play the Raiders, because it's basically going to be something to watch, Beast mode against our run defense. Those are going to be some fun games right there. Actually, I'm a little bit excited about the signing in a way, because I can't wait to see us play them, so that people can understand and start to appreciate and start to give us a little bit of kudos, instead of being the mock of the league and people, not taking us seriously. All that stuff is going to change next year, guys. Rest assured. So let's go over the Raiders' numbers from last year. We're talking about a team that was 24th against the pass. One of the worst in the league, guys. And a run defense that was 23rd. Also one of the worst. So 23rd and 24th respectively as a defense. And, you know, everybody just wants to talk about, oh, they signed Beast Mode. Oh, give them the division. I mean, come on. Are you guys not thinking straight? Are you guys not looking at the numbers for... I mean, there's a reason why the New England Patriots won the Super Bowl last year. Just go online, check out their numbers, and look at their defensive numbers on both sides of the ball. And people will start to understand and appreciate a little bit more that it's not all about firepower and offensive weapons, but the defense plays a major role in this whole thing too. So when you think about that and you put it all together, offense and defense, of course we're going to leave special teams out of the conversation, but when you mash it all together, you tell me who's got the better team. I mean, and I'm not, you know, I know that we're on a Charger fan group here, and you know, but I'm asking you guys to be as unbiased as possible, and let me know who you think has the better team. So, I mean, that's the elephant in the room that I wanted to address today, guys. Is just that. Is Marshawn Lynch, aka Beast Mode, a great player? Will he have a great season this year? Probably, most likely. Let's give him that benefit of the doubt. Are the Raiders going to be division champs because of that? I don't think so. I mean, I think, yeah, they won the division last year. I understand that. But you're talking about a banged-up division that they were in last year. You're talking about us having no Keenan Allen, a banged-up secondary. The Broncos practically had no quarterback and still almost won the division over the Raiders. You know, so... I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you can't take away the fact that they won the division last year. But when you look at it on paper and you look at both teams and what they, you know, the rosters and numbers from last year, you know, if I'm an NFL writer, blogger, what have you, I'm talking about, you know, I'm talking about how the Chargers could really be a team that's heavily underrated this year, that has a lot of potential to go pretty far this year. And, you know, so that's basically the show today, guys. I wanted to just keep it short, let you guys kind of know my opinions and thoughts of the signing today. Of course, you guys can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all of the likes, subscriptions, shares, deeply appreciated, guys. Deeply appreciated. If you want to like, share, subscribe, and that's basically going to be the show today. I just wanted to talk about my thoughts on how, yes, the Raiders will be a better team next year because of the signing offensively, but because of the holes they have on defense, I'm not ready to crown them anything. And I'm not saying that just because I'm a Charger fan. I'm looking at this unbiasedly, and I'm saying the Chargers have the better team here, guys. Rest assured. So, thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys on next episode, going over the Chargers draft picks. And we'll be visiting that in the next podcast and kind of breaking down each player that they choose and going over how, what kind of an impact will each of these players have on the upcoming season. And we'll just talk about that, and we'll get into the draft and opinions about, whether we like or dislike the picks. I hope to have a few of you on the line next time, and we can talk about just pros and cons and just our thoughts overall on these picks. So look forward to doing that one next, guys. That's going to be episode 4. That's going to wrap it up for episode 3. And as always, guys, bolt up.